Panelists, are you ready? Scott Zeron needs to pull his boots up here to stay alive. I love racing, but if I had to do it without blank, I would throw in the towel. I love racing, but if I had to do it without blank, I would throw in the towel.
Casie. Great help. I'd be in a lot of trouble without a lot of help in that farm.
That's a good answer. All right. Staff and good help for Casie. Rick. I love racing, but if I had to do it without blank, I would throw in the towel.
Well, I think my wife would be pretty happy with this answer. My family.
That's a very smart answer.
Yeah, very safe, and I'm going to get bonus points for this.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are going to get
big time
and
bonus
I don't want to
points.
know anything else about.
I'll leave it at that.
That's right.
Those answers are very. They warm the cockles.
They
in my
do
heart.
warm
They're
the
so
cockles.
touching.
Yes.
They
Great.
do. They do warm the cockles.
Great.
Yeah.
Mine's not like
All right. Scotty.
Yes.
I love racing, but if I had to do it without blank, I would throw in the towel.
If I had to do it without a race bike, there's no way I'd run behind the horse.
That is correct. A very practical answer from a very practical young man. Daryl MacArthur, what do you say?
Well, I was thinking about all the things that
Yes.
drivers usually complain about
Yes.
when things haven't gone well for them, and I'm thinking of the things that they always celebrate when they do go well. So
Right.
I said, new live drive.
New live drives. All right, well, that wraps up our match game. That means that we're left with a tie between Zeron and Casie. So we're going to break and then back with the tiebreaker.
The O'Brien Awards kicked off 2010, and Muscle Hill was declared Horse of the Year. Racetracks of Ontario Marketing and Promotions, better known as ROMP, staged the first multi-track handicapping league of its kind in Ontario, and later in the season, the group featured its popular Mascot Roadshow. In August, the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame welcomed 5 Standardbred inductees. 4-time O'Brien Award-winning trainer Bob McIntosh, Peter Heffering, Classic Wish, A Worthy Lad, and Mr. Big. Mr. Big. Mr. Big. Georgian Downs gathered phenomenal crowds for their Extreme Horsepower and Gold Rush events, and Kawartha Downs hosted their 38th anniversary party. Summer on the East Coast saw charming St. John's Racing and Entertainment Centre in Newfoundland host their annual Canadian Driver Showcase, and it was New Brunswick Day and Old Home Week celebration in lovely Woodstock. Cornerstone Raceway in Yorkton staged Riderville Night to support efforts to rename the city in honor of the Rough Riders' 100th anniversary. In October, Georgian Downs hosted the 4th annual Trot Canada National Handicapping Championship, where Red Shores representative Dean McNevin took the $25,000 grand prize. And in Ontario, the SRA Committee's interactive programs, administered by the Ontario Harness Horse Association, put more than 1,000 hands on standardbred horses through youth camps, adult camps, open houses, racetrack staff training, fair demos, and popular race night events such as So You Think You Can Drive and Project iDrive.
All right, we have a tie between Rick Zeron and Casie Coleman. That means we go to the tiebreaker round. Are you ready, players? Harness racing makes me feel blank. Harness racing makes me feel blank. Of course, our auxiliary player, Daryl MacArthur, will also answer. Casie, we're going to start with you. Harness racing makes me feel awesome. Awesome. So awesome that she was too excited to include the E.
You told us spelling didn't count.
I told you I'm not so good at spelling at the beginning.
Rick, how's it make you feel?
Right there.
Alive. Alive. Excellent answer. Awesome and alive. Scott, we'll let you go as well.
Kelly, I'm going to have to go with
Rich.
It makes me feel rich.
As you said earlier, Rick, it's all about the
It's
money.
all about the money.
About the Benjamins.
It's all about the Benjamins. Yeah. He sleeps with a roll, but right beside his
All right. So from Casie, we have awesome. From Rick, we have alive. From Young Zeron, we have rich. And auxiliary player Daryl MacArthur. This is where you can break the tie.
I still think my answer's a great answer.
Yeah.
I said fortunate.
That is an excellent
Fortunate.
Yes. And I think we can all agree on that, yes?
Absolutely.
Nod your
How
head.
come you haven't picked a winner? You should just pick a winner. Now so you gotta think of another question.
As you said, young Mr. Zeron,
Don't
there's no
cheat.
cheating.
Don't cheat.
There's no cheating in this at all.
No cheating.
Okay, so that leaves us with a tie between Rick Zeron and Casie Coleman. I'll leave it to the two of you. Would you rather duke it out in the parking lot for the 70s, Joe, or would you rather split them? He can spend 6 months at your house and 6 months at your house, Casie. Is that you agreed on that?
Sounds good to me.
You want to split them?
We'll split them.
All right, we'll split them,
All
Casie.
right. What a beautiful story. Brings a tear to the eye. So the 70s Joe spending half the year at Rick Zeron's house, half the year at Casie Coleman, thanks to all our players today. Casie Coleman, Rick Zeron, and Scott Zeron, and auxiliary player Darren Arthur.
Have a great night at the O'Brien Awards.